that Nintendo Direct. Mwah. Welcome back to Chat with Matt, everyone. My name is Matt, and this is Sodi Pop on YouTube. If you haven't yet, please subscribe, comment below on what we're going to talk about, which is the Nintendo Direct that just happened this morning. It was called a Nintendo Direct Mini, but honestly, it was 25 minutes of pure gameplay. It was awesome. Also, if you haven't yet, follow me at Sodi Pop Media on pretty much every platform. The 3 T's in the IG, Twitter, TikTok, and of course Twitch, and then Instagram. All right, let's go ahead and cover this. Now I'm going to talk about some of the games, and then I'll delve a little bit deeper into the ones that I felt were important and discuss a little bit. And as always, go ahead and chat below what you thought was the best thing of this Nintendo Direct. So start out with the updates. Pokemon. Number one, they talked a little bit about the new and upcoming DLC for the Pokemon franchise. Of course, we have the Isle of Armor, which is the very next installation. Now, if you went ahead and pre-purchased it, you will be getting the Leon full uniform. So again, that's the current champion. You'll be getting that as long as you pre-order it before August 31st. They did detail Kubfu, which you'll be getting as part of this DLC. He is a little cute bear Pokemon. He will either be able to take on a single strike or the rapid strike style, and that depends which tower you decide to go and challenge. There is the Tower of Darkness and the Tower of Waters. If you decide to do Darkness, Kubfu will get the single strike style, and then if you decide to do Waters, he will get the rapid strike style. Also, your partner Pokemon will get a Gigantamax form. We already knew about this, but they still didn't make it clear if it's just your partner Pokemon that you started with, or can you Gigantamax any of the starter Pokemon. That remains to be seen. I hope it's any. I hope they allow you to Gigantamax everything. And then the very last thing is you will be having increased raids with both Gigantamax Garbodor, Charizard in Pokemon Shield, and then Capiraja and Duraludon, however you say that, in Pokemon Sword. All right, next we have Animal Crossing. It is getting an update. You have Zipper T Bunny coming to the island for, of course, Bunny Day. He's going to hide a whole bunch of old-fashioned eggs. You can go on an egg hunt, and then up until from April 1st to April 12th, you will be able to get special egg-style balloons, special egg-style furniture. So really neat. One of the cooler parts of Animal Crossing. And then you'll also be having later in April an update for the Earth Day event, and then other things that they did not announce at this time. Smash Brothers, a new character is coming. It is going to be from the ARMS franchise. It will be in June, which that will be launched and discussed. And then if you haven't played ARMS, well, they have another free trial going on now today, which extended till April 6th. So if you haven't played ARMS yet, now's a great time, especially if you Nintendo Switch Online. All right, we're gonna speed through some of the games. I will talk about them at length as we come upon something that I'm personally interested in, and I think you should be too. So number one, they started out with Xenoblade Chronicles. This is going to be the definitive edition. It was originally launched on the Wii system as a wonderful RPG, really a cult classic, and then they re-released it on the new Nintendo 3DS. Only the new variant of the Nintendo 3DS could actually play this, but it's finally remastered, getting re-released for the Nintendo Switch. Now, if you played Xenoblade Chronicles 2 that came out on the Switch early in the life cycle, you may be somewhat familiar with the franchise, but to my liking, this does switch up the art style quite a bit. So it's a little bit more of a less chibi, so less cutesy art style, and brings it more into a fantastical traditional RPG art style. Looks really great. I've heard nothing but amazing things. I haven't been able to play it, but I am for sure interested in Xenoblade Chronicles on May 29th. It is also being launched with a new DLC that comes with it, which will be a new epilogue for the series if you have already played it on a previous system. Also, Some of the cooler stuff, we have BioShock 1, 2, and 3, which is BioShock Infinite, coming to the Switch. You have Borderlands, the Legendary Collection, which I had to stop and pause it to see what was included. It includes Borderlands 1, Borderlands 2, and the Borderlands pre-sequel. So no Borderlands 3 yet. Hopefully we'll get it at some point in the future, but it looks amazing. Borderlands is a fantastic game. Borderlands 2 in particular is one of my favorite games, and it is coming with a bunch, if not all of the DLC. It did say DLC included, but I hope it's going to be all of it, because Borderlands 2 has really amazing story and character DLC with it. And then lastly, XCOM 2 is also coming from 2K Games. Moving on, we have some DLC for Marvel Ultimate Alliance. Looks like Doctor Doom is going to be joining the fray. And then there is a new partial 3D side-scroller called Shinseki. You're going to be underwater, going to the left and right and getting new tools. Kind of a Metroidvania type game. Looks pretty cool. We have a game called Now Hiring, which looks amazing. I'm going to go ahead and show clips of all this stuff, but that one in particular looks a little bit like Untitled Goose Game. Kind of the more mayhem you cause, the better. You are working your way up a corporate ladder that apparently your dad owns, and it just looks phenomenal. You're trying to quietly do these jobs, but whatever gets the job done gets the points. So it looks amazing, and I am all into it. I definitely will check it out later. Also, we have a look at Catherine Full Body Edition. It is Catherine essentially remastered. If you remember it, it was an old PlayStation 3 game, I believe, and then they remastered it. This adds a new character. It is a platformer puzzler, and is a guy dealing with a relationship between now 3 different women. Ring Fit Adventure. Oh my gosh, this is probably one of the biggest updates for me. An update being released today. It makes Ring Fit Adventure #1 a rhythm game. It is including things from Mario Odyssey. So Jump Up Superstar was one of the themes that they showed off. There's also Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild music in there. I noticed there was Wii Fit music in there. They didn't say it, but it is in there. And then, of course, you will have the traditional, any of the music that you're getting from the game itself, the Ring Fit Adventure. Oh, it looks amazing. I'm definitely going to try that out today. It is a free update. Also, you can change your voice options from a male to a female, and you can change into different languages. So if you want to try Japanese or what have you, that is now an option. And then lastly, what I was hoping for from the beginning of Ring Fit Adventure is you can go on kind of an endless runner mode. So if you don't want to stop and do the battles and do all the exercises, you can just keep on running, keep on extending and pressing the ring and tire yourself out that way. Looks like a wonderful mode to partake in if you just want to jump in it quickly. You don't want to do a whole bunch of squats. Really, really excited for that Ring Fit update. Today it's happening. Then we have King's Bounty, which is a old style tactical RPG. Looks very good. A Bravely Default 2. I know a bunch of people are pumped up for this. Honestly, the trailer that they showed off made it look like a slightly updated 3DS game, which it originated on, and it looked very normal JRPG. So I'm curious to try it out. They are releasing a demo today, so it might surprise me. There are so many good RPGs. We have that Xenoblade Chronicles I just spoke about. We also have the Legend of Mana, which is coming out, Second Densetsu 3. That they released the demo, so I'm curious to play it. I'll definitely download and try the demo, and you should too. Let me know what you think below. I did not play the original. We have Clubhouse Games releasing essentially a collection of 51 board games. Looks interesting, maybe not for me. Free to play Ninjala, which is a 4v4 or 8-person battle royale type game, which you seek to get points playing a ninja. Looks fun. It will be free to play. That will be coming out in May 27th. Big news, we have Star Wars. Both Star Wars Jedi Knight and the Pod Racer game will be coming out. The Jedi Knight does look dated. It doesn't look like it's a wonderful remastered version. I'm assuming Pod Racer will be similar, but if you have nostalgia for it, go for it. They are some of the better games that Star Wars has been released. Also, we have Panzer Dragoon coming, a wonderful remastered version. It does look very good. It is a console exclusive apparently, so go check it out. We also have Trials of Mana, which there is currently a demo in the shop. It is fantastic. I'm going to give my complete thoughts on it a little bit later, maybe early next week. I'm really enjoying this as a kind of hack and slash JRPG type of system. It is the re-release of Second Densetsu 3, which was never officially released in the US. They did remaster it and send it out in a package, and then this is the complete retelling of the game in 3D and not just 2D sprites looking down. Also, we have a music game called Fuser, Elder Scrolls Blades, which, if you remember, was a former iPhone game, so I would probably say skip it. Doesn't look wonderful. They have Warhammer 40k Mechanicus, looks like an SRPG. A game called Vigor, which looks like a base building third-person shooter. Looks interesting. I've not heard about it before. A big game called Burnout Paradise Remastered. That is one of the best Burnout games available. I highly recommend you look that up if you haven't before. It is also on PS4 and on the PC, and I believe on Xbox. That is one of the best Burnout games and one of the last Burnout games. So highly recommend Burnout Paradise Remastered. Saints Row 4 re-elected. We have The Legend of Heroes, Trials of Cold Steel coming out on June 30th. The Legend of Heroes game is super popular, and there is a demo out. I have not tried this particular Legend of Heroes before. They have some of the old ones, Trails in the Sky, which was a fantastic RPG as well. Finally, Mr. Driller from Drillland, and then that'll be June 25th. And then Minecraft Dungeons, which will be sometime spring 2020, and that is a top-down kind of Diablo-esque looking game. That was pretty much it. There was so much happening in this Nintendo Direct. There's a lot to talk about. Again, recapping some of my favorites. We have, of course, Animal Crossing, all the updates for that. There's Xenoblade Chronicles, looks fantastic. All of the 2K games, so all the Bioshocks, the Borderlands is fantastic. XCOM 2, which is a fantastic game. Ring Fit Adventure, the update for that looks fantastic. Oh, there's also Splatoon music coming in that. I forgot to mention that. They did say it. Bravely Default 2 looks all right, but I will be getting the demo, so go and check that out right away. The Star Wars games, Panzer Dragoon, and then Legend of Heroes, and finally, for me, Burnout Paradise Remastered. All those, they all look amazing. Now, if you went ahead and like any of the King's Quest games are really fantastic. I haven't played everything, so let me know below if I should check out any of these in particular. I'm really interested in almost anything. That 52 games in one, the board games, that doesn't sound too interesting to me personally. But either way, I hope you enjoyed this little recap of the Nintendo Direct Mini. Couldn't believe this was a mini. Lots of stuff going on in it. Really enjoyed it. And anyways, go ahead and comment below and tell me what you think. All right, guys, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Chat with Matt. Again, go ahead and subscribe, like, follow, and please let me know what you want me to cover in the future. I will be talking about Animal Crossing, and I will be talking about, of course, the Mana game, which will be coming out shortly. I'm going to try and get a free code for that so I can fully review it. Remember to follow me on Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, and Instagram every 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on Twitch. I will be live streaming, and if you want me to live stream anything in particular, please let me know. Have a wonderful day. Remember to
be yourself
and eat a cookie. Bye.